is day 4 of the 5-day budget reboot. We are so close to finishing this reboot challenge. And I'm so excited that you've made it this far with me. So on day 1, let's just do a quick review. On day 1, you developed your why. And this is your end point from which we can figure out our roadmap to getting you there. Day 2 was figuring out where you are. So now we have both points of the map, right? So we can now figure out how to go from here to here. I don't know why it's up here. We're going with it. Day 3, we looked at how to make that output line of the worksheet smaller and the income, you might not be able to raise your income as drastically as you want to, but you can definitely lower your outgoing payments significantly. And yesterday's webinar was 5 ways how to do that. Today, if you have debt, this one is for you. So today we are developing our plan for tackling debt. Now, I personally love the idea of Dave Ramsey's snowball method. So if you're not familiar with that, that is, you basically do all the previous steps that we've done as far as getting real with your finances, figuring out where your money's at, how much money you have, where your minimum payments are, all that. Okay? So with your payments, you organize them, especially if they're a lot, this is super important. Organize them by smallest debt, so smallest equals easiest to pay off fastest, right? To largest debt. And so you pay the minimum on each one. After you pay off the first one, you take the money that you were paying off on the first one and then you apply it to the second one until that one's paid off. And then you pay that much, the minimum payments of number 2 with the payments of number 1, lump that into number 3, and then it gets bigger and then it gets bigger because you don't have as much money going out to all these other little things, and you can really focus and hone in on the bigger goals. So if you have student loans, this is absolutely what we do. So my husband and I paid off all of our student loans and became debt free in September of 2016. It was awesome. Like seriously, when we paid off our student loans, there was literal balloons on the screen. It was like, congratulations, you did it. It was so fun. I hope they do that for our mortgage. Anyway, so yes, now we have debt, now we have a mortgage, that's it. But we're not doing car payments, we don't have credit cards, we don't have any more student loans, like we're done with the whole payment thing, except for the house. So, which we still plan on paying off early also. Pretty similar fashion too with the debt snowball. So we pay extra every month because we want to get that debt done. Okay, so you have to develop a plan. However your plan works. If you are really tight financially, especially if you have like student loans and that's where you're really tight, if you contact the Department of Education, they can work stuff out with you and do like an income based budget until you get back on your feet. It's just a few payments, very low payments every month until you're able to pick that up. I would suggest that you take this just a little bit further and let's look at all of those areas that you slashed yesterday. If you are making more than you're spending already, or you're just breaking even and then you brought that down, what I want you to do is apply $5 more to any of your debt payments. Okay? $5 makes a huge difference, especially if you have the option to specifically apply it to the principal and not the total amount, because the total amount also includes like all these taxes and charges and interest, and you don't want to be paying down your interest. Like that doesn't do anything for you. Okay, so if you need to talk to like a debt advisor or something, totally do that. If you excuse me, if you need to talk to somebody about like refinancing things, lumping all of your loans to credit card, whatever, all of your debts together and do a debt consolidation so that you're paying one payment a month, and then you can kickstart that. It kind of does the snowball method for you a little bit. That would be easy on you. Just develop a plan for tackling your debt, okay, and be aggressive with it, because I can tell you nothing feels as good as being debt free, right? Like there's so much security in knowing like we don't have a car payment. I don't have to worry about a credit card bill just appearing because we don't have one. I don't have to worry about a credit card being hacked because we don't have one. Like, being debt free is awesome. It is so awesome. It is worth the fight to get there. And I'll tell you, I did not believe this when my husband told me, because I was all like this organic, paleo, like I never ate carbs, all this stuff. And he's like, hey, like we're gonna go down to a smaller grocery budget. You can't have your like 3 cage free grass fed brown chicken egg omelets for breakfast anymore. Like we can't afford to spend $5 a dozen on these anymore if we have $25 a week. So there were some changes that needed to be made and some adjustments that needed to be made in my mindset. And again, because it's a very short time. It's not going to be forever. Okay, this debt repayment, it might suck for a little bit. I'm going to be real. It might suck when money's super tight, but I can tell you on the other side, when money's not tight anymore, it is like the raddest thing ever. So figure out your plan. If you were able to find extra money, give yourself some breathing room, throw it at your debt until it's gone. It'll be great. See you wrap up tomorrow. Bye.